University of Miskolc, with its unique campus, lies in the heart of Europe, in Hungary. It offers research and education in all scientific fields related to raw materials. Within the MOBI-US project, it awaits students who wish to study about the exploration and sustainable exploitation of natural resources that are essential for our future. All that in a multicultural, safe and friendly environment. And now let's see some of the programs offered by the University of Miskolc.
Good afternoon, everyone. Right now we are in the Institute of Geology and Mineralogy, and this laboratory is for the microscopic measurements. But what are the capabilities and what are the possibilities in our institute? We have several different kinds of laboratories. For example, we are a sample preparation laboratory, which is the very basic step of a mineralogical and material investigation. We have possibility to make cuttings on the samples, cuttings on the rocks. We can make polishing and polished surface blocks and thin sections also. After that investigation, we are able to make all of the different kind of measurements, which are really interesting and really promising in the case of geology. We have laboratory for X-ray diffraction measurements. We have a brand new well-equipped X-ray diffractometer for example, with automatic sample changer and heating chamber with different kind of detectors. The institute has electron microscopes. We have an electron microprobe analyzer, which is a really good machine with really good equipment for detailed chemical investigation, with detailed in situ investigation. After that, and beside that, in the 3D lab part of the institute, there is a focused ion beam scanning electron microscope, and that microscope is for chemical measurements, and of course we are able to make cuttings inside the sample and make thin sections and make lamellas for transmission electron microscope measurements. We are able to prepare our sample for EBSD measurements also. Next to that instrument there is a dual beam micro CT, and with that CT instrument we can make really high detailed and really high quality 3D images about, for example, drill core and basically any kind of materials which we can put inside the instrument. For bulk chemical analysis, we have X-ray fluorescence spectrometer in our institute, and with that device we are also able to measure almost any kind of samples. Our institute has a lot of different kind of research. We are making research in the raw material sector. We are measuring rare earth elements content in different kind of samples. We are measuring graphite samples. We are measuring sulfur salt samples, and of course, because we have lots of different kind of instruments and we have lots of possibilities to do other kind of works. Because of that, we are collaborating with other institutes, museums, and basically from every kind of sciences we have connections. So we are making archaeometrical measurements, we are making metallurgical measurements, and we can make almost any kind of material measurements. Thank you.
We have seen how measurements are made on core samples using laboratory equipment. Now let's see how larger extent of the subsurface can be mapped. The answer is geophysics. With geophysical measurements, our aim is to get information about the subsurface structure. One of the first applied geophysical instrument ever created is the Ötvös torsion balance, developed by the Hungarian scientist Loránd Ötvös. Several hydrocarbon fields were discovered by it all over the world. Nowadays, here at the Department of Geophysics, we perform measurements using some of the newest geophysical instruments available on the market. And since doing measurements are only one part of the job. We also develop some computer programs, algorithms to process the acquired data. The development of inversion techniques and geostatistical methods is also an important research and educational area of the department. It should be mentioned that not all geophysical measurements are done in the field. We can do, for example, measurements on core plugs to derive some important petrophysical parameters. And then these parameters can help the interpretation of large-scale seismic surveys. So, if you want to know better what is under the surface, then make sure to choose the appropriate MOBI-US mobility pathway which brings you to here. So see you in Miskolc.
The Environmental Engineering program of the University of Miskolc is hosted by the Faculty of Earth Science and Engineering, which means that our environmental engineering focus has a strong earth science related background. It comes from the conventional traditional knowledge of geology, geophysics, hydrogeology, and builds up on all these expertise. So when we talk about environmental engineering and the environmental engineering master's program in our school, our focus is on the subsurface related environmental problems, which are plenty. There are two specializations in our program. One is called contaminated site remediation and environmental geotechnics, and the other one is waste management. Waste management is a hot topic, have been a hot topic for several decades now, but these years, when we think about circular economy, then the waste stream optimization and being responsible in dealing with resource management and waste utilization is becoming a crucial issue all over the world. So waste management from collection and all the way through various waste treatment technologies to waste disposal. The program is has a very strong technical strength with a lot of laboratory practices and designing technology. In contaminated site remediation specialization, our focus is on understanding, investigating and managing contaminated sites from the technologies and design through using health and environmental risk assessment. It is closely linked to our hydrogeological expertise. So the hydrogeological modeling, contaminant transport modeling is an important part of our programs. In our training, we find it important to have practical experiences. One option for that is an integrated laboratory, which is managed by 3 institutes of the faculty, which is a very motivating environment for our students and PhD students. Also, we want to encourage students to be involved in field activities, which is crucial for a successful engineering career. We wish all the best for our potential students and for our alumni.